Plus.
Welcome to Cellmates 30 Days of Plus. I'm Dick Ward.
I'm Kate Phillips.
30 Days of Plus, of course, is a month-long, daily, unpaid exploration of stuff that's on Disney Plus.
That's correct. No matter what order the adjectives are in, that's
pretty,
still what we're doing.
It was pretty close.
We are on day 16.
That's right.
So, screw you, Bon Jovi. We're more than halfway there.
Boom.
Congratulations to us.
Sweet 16. Kate, what'd you get me for my Sweet 16?
I got you a drink that you poured yourself.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So we are past the halfway mark.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Oh my God.
Dick, any big trends?
I'm gonna be honest, Kate. I almost miss it already.
Oh, I don't.
It's like
we're just gonna be watching this.
It's like when you're halfway through a vacation, you're like, "Oh, I'm so sad about. I'm not gonna be there."
You know what I think it's gonna do? I think it's gonna make our regular podcasting seem so much easier. We only have to watch 2 movies every other week. This is great
Oh my God,
news.
it's nothing. You were saying any trends?
Any trends? Any now we did a little bit on day 1 of this is what we think of Disney Plus as a service. Do you have any revised opinions or thoughts? Or
I guess here's the big thing that I'm learning is not everything is for us, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because there is some stuff that is very much for us, right? Oh man, wait, have we talked about the thing yet? We haven't talked about that thing yet.
What have we?
The Imagineering one.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, we have.
It hasn't.
Oh.
Yeah. Listener, you know all about the Imagineering story. That was yesterday. That's old news for you.
Sorry, for some reason I was like, oh, the listeners are hearing this one live.
Your mind gooped up into a time warp.
It did.
It'll happen.
Yeah, so the Imagineering story, very much for us.
Mm-hmm.
High School Musical, the musical, the series,
Not for us.
not for us. And it you know what? It's not aimed at us.
No.
So I'm learning that. I'm learning that, as a general trend, Disney Plus, original stuff is pretty good.
It's good quality.
Yeah, it's good quality. Like The Mandalorian, we've watched more of that.
We have, yeah.
Yeah. And I am the Star Wars fan in this house. And who requested that we watch more Mandalorian?
Well, I consider myself the Baby Yoda fan in this house. So that's why I think I didn't ask to watch more Mandalorian. I said, can I lay down and watch some more Baby Yoda and maybe sleep during the other parts?
This is like when I was a kid and we would be like, oh, we got to watch Urkel, even though the show is clearly called Family Matters.
Yeah. But it's clearly about Urkel.
Yeah.
Like this show.
Yeah, you want to watch Baby Yoda? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess The Mandalorian is involved
and it is getting more interesting. I will say, I'm more invested than the first episode in, but it's because Baby Yoda has stuck around.
I didn't super care about the first episode. The second, I think, was really strong. And the third was also mainly really good. I'm excited to watch more. Yeah. I'm, kind of hooked on it now. Yeah,
and on a similar note, Muppet Babies has become kind of our, oh, we're lazy and we need a defrag.
Yeah.
Let's put on some Muppet Babies. Yeah. We've done that a couple times. What else have we continued? Oh, Imagineering.
The Imagineering, we watched the second episode. I can't wait to watch the third episode.
Those are long, so that's a little bit tougher. But
they're so good. And we've come back to the Muppet moments. We've shown our friends.
Yeah.
The kid that can't find his ear.
We'll be doing that for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty... solid on that. So when you say things like not everything on Disney Plus is made for us, never did I think on Netflix or on Hulu I should watch everything on this service.
Right.
And I think because Disney is so IP heavy that we vaguely recognize most of what's on here.
Yeah.
It does kind of trick you. It lulls you into this false sense of everything on here is for me, and it's less wrong than maybe saying that for other streaming services.
Yeah.
But But yeah, it's different demographics and different.
Like, basically everything on Disney Plus is appropriate for families in content, generally. Some of it's a little old, but so there's like, I don't know, there's like that. It's not like you're not going to accidentally watch a horror movie or something like that.
I don't know. We haven't seen Mr. Boogedy yet.
Oh, man.
We don't know what kind of nightmares await us.
The nightmare-fueled world of Mr. Boogedy. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. I will say, it's just been really fun to pop through it and, like, see all the things. I will say I'm a little bit miffed that there's not, like, you recently watched this. Do you want to keep going?
There's not an easy resume.
You have to have it on your watch list if you want to find it easily, which sometimes I forget to do. If you just find it randomly.
And there's like some movies that just aren't on the service yet, which is fine. It makes sense, but it's weird.
Yeah, it is weird
to have
Disney's everything, and then but maybe not this yet.
Yeah, like anything that's missing is like weirdly glaring.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, where is this? It's like, well, it's on Hulu right now, or it's on Netflix right now, or it's not on yet.
Or like you're looking for this title that we did today, and like it's under all the suggestions. Like we wanted to watch maybe the trilogy in a week, and we're like, oh, the third one's not on here yet.
Yeah,
because it came out too recently, maybe.
So speaking of vaguely familiar and maybe or maybe not aimed at us, Kate, tell us about what we watched today.
Well, we watched Descendants, not to be confused with The Descendants, the Martin Scorsese film, because we watched it with my friend Sarah. Shout out to Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
And she was texting with her boyfriend and saying, "We're watching The Descendants," and he goes, "Oh, I love that movie." And she's like, "Yeah, it's like a little weird and cheesy, but we're enjoying it." And then they discover that they're not talking about the same movie. This is not a Scorsese movie. This would probably be another one that he views similarly to Marvel. It is not so much cinema. It's not Scorsese cinema. But we had a fun time.
Just to really, really quickly get in here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that that's a Scorsese movie.
Oh, then I'm wrong.
But it's
like a highbrow, like Oscars guy, right?
It's Alexander Payne. It's a 2011 American comedy drama.
Oh. So maybe I don't know what that is at all. I think I was thinking of The Departed.
I think you were thinking of The Departed too.
Yeah.
And when you said it, I was like, that sounds like 90% right. There's something that seems off about that.
But no, Descendants, the reason that Sarah was able to prove to her boyfriend that they were thinking of different movies is because she screenshotted a picture that was on the screen of Kristen Chenoweth as a goofy-looking Maleficent. And that's kind of all you need to know to kind of know the style.
Kristen Chenoweth is Maleficent. We've described the show to you. There you go. Kate, so what was your previous experience with Descendants?
So, I've seen Disney movies. That's one kind of prerequisite for
true.
This
you have
series. With a series of movies, it's not a television series. Yep. I remember when it came out, I actually thought it was a TV series and then got confused. But like I had heard of it. My kids at school know it. The song that's the finale of this first one was one of our suggestions for graduation last year. It did not win, but it's pretty catchy and the kids enjoy it. Yeah. They were all about Descendants 3 coming back to school this year. So I asked them whether I should watch the first two or just the third one. They said, well, the third one's the best, but you kind of should watch the first two. Like, they give you a recap in the third one, but you should really just watch the first two, which is great because 3 isn't on Disney Plus yet. Yep. So we're making our way through the first two. Dick, what did you know?
Wait, hold on, Kate. Have you seen any of the Descendants movies before? No. Have you seen any part of the Descendants movies before?
Well, I've seen...
Like the ending of Descendants 3?
Oh, yeah. We saw that in Spanish, I guess. I didn't really count that because I was confused on all levels of what was going on.
We were in like our hotel room in Costa Rica during a rainstorm, and we were just like flicking through channels. It was like, oh, the end of Descendants 3. Let's watch this.
Yeah. Half of the titles we're doing, we've seen in Spanish in a Costa Rican hotel room previously, but it's nice to see them in a language.
Oh yeah, that's true of Muppet Babies
Muppet
too, isn't
Babies
it?
was the same.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Also, yeah.
I promise we did things in Costa Rica besides watch Disney.
We did, but like if you're gonna have the Disney Channel in Spanish,
you may as
why
well
not?
go for it.
So I just want to put out a thank you to all those who are listening who have like had the Disney Channel the last couple years, because that's also half the titles we're doing on Disney Plus. Is that we just have never had the Disney Channel since we were like children in our parents' houses.
So there's just a lot to explore
So
here.
we're like, we haven't seen the Descendants or the new Muppet Babies. So the premise is that the villains, like all of the Disney movies take place, I guess, in one universe. And when Beast and Belle become king and queen, they banish all the villains to a lost island. I love the Lost.
They're king of queen over Oregon.
Aradon. Arendelle. Aradal. Yeah. So all the good guys live together, all the bad guys live together, and everyone procreates. So you've got a second generation of both heroes and villains.
Any surprises?
Descendants, if you will.
Any people who you didn't think would have children?
Dick, I'm gonna hand this one over to you.
Dopey fucks. Dopey's got a kid. Like Dopey.
Here's the thing. I think there's a lot more magic involved than what they. Most villains fall off some kind of cliff at the end of their movie. How are they still around?
Yeah,
is it
like a lot of the villains
before the climaxes of all these movies, and we're just meant to believe that they all take place in the same year?
Also, they take place in different years in different countries. This falls into like Kingdom Hearts territory for me, where I'm just like, yeah, whatever, it's fine.
It doesn't matter. The rules aren't important. Really, the plot isn't important in this movie. Also, so
what is important in this movie?
Song and dance.
No.
It should be more important.
What's really important in this movie?
Being yourself.
Costumes,
yeah.
The costumes in this movie for every villain are amazing.
Yeah.
I would wear basically every costume that any villain character in this movie wears. It's
fun because it's like fancy cosplay, or like fancy Disneybounding. So like Belle always wears yellow dresses. It's never the yellow dress,
right?
But they look fantastic, and like that's not even getting to the villains.
But like Maleficent looks like Maleficent. But our like main character on the villain side is Mal, who is Maleficent's daughter,
descendant,
and she wears like primarily, it seems like full leather outfits, like black leather outfits painted with like purple flames.
Yeah,
and she's got like bright purple hair. It's and like she's got a costume change basically every scene.
Yeah,
it's like a different variation on the theme.
Yeah, they're all awesome.
They're all awesome.
Yeah. I can't imagine the amount of like Halloween costumes that Disney sold, and then like ones that people just made to be Descendants, because they're all cool.
Yeah. Jay is the only one whose outfits like I could reasonably wear. Jafar's son. And I want most of them. Yeah. Like, because it was just like, again, like cool leather jackets. Like sometimes without sleeves, like really awesome looking.
But there's kind of like a punk element, especially to the villain wear.
It's a little like cyberpunk, like a little future. Yeah, a little bit like punk, like Broadway punk rock. Yeah, where it's like this whole time we're watching this, I was thinking of Baz Luhrmann. So I'm like, this is so stylized and campy. Yeah, that it's not quite there. Yeah. But it's like, you could I feel like the director was like, let's get the costumes, then we'll work on some songs. Then I guess if we have time, we'll write some words for the people to say between all that.
Kind of is Newsies too, right? This Kenny Ortega is both. The original movie Newsies.
Well,
it's all about those newsboy hats. than
those
about the
hats are
song and dance
great.
numbers.
And they spin
Then the
so
book is
much.
fine.
I like the book.
No, it's better than I expected. Yeah, lots of spins. Sorry, hats, spinning,
Spins.
song and dance. Yeah.
To be clear, Kenny Ortega is different than pro wrestler Kenny Omega. In case anyone was confused.
Yeah. Is that you? Is that for you?
A little bit.
So yeah, the Descendant kids are cool.
Yep.
It's a pretty basic like teen movie after that or preteen movie.
Yeah, Kate, what genre would you say the music in this movie is?
Well, it's yeah. There's a lot of like dubstep. But like not really. It's like
the first song is straight up like a dubstep song.
But like, okay. This is like if Pentatonics used instruments.
Oh, that's a good description.
That's the aesthetic. Because it's like a bunch of like, like sometimes with voices, sometimes with instruments. It's electronic, but it's also like the voice. Like the songs are fun. A lot of it's auto-tuned.
Well, though I'll say like the first song is like dubstep AF.
Yeah.
The second song is Kristen Chenoweth doing a Broadway number.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
So there's kind of a mix.
Yeah.
And there's like kind of just like a pop ballad, but yeah, it's very either auto-tuned or like very, very produced.
Yeah.
Aside from Kristen Chenoweth,
it's like a more produced. Great. I mean, and this was, I guess, High School Musical was more. The songs sounded more traditionally musical theater, but the voices were pop voices. Like, so it's interesting. This is kind of this was a Disney Channel original movie. I guess there was something called Teen Beach in between High School Musical and this, but to me, I don't know Teen Beach, so this is the successor.
Teen Beach seems like something we shouldn't watch.
It seems dumb.
Great.
Yeah, honestly, like the book is weird, and like it's not always clear what's going on or what. Like there's a lot of plot holes, but it doesn't super matter.
Yeah, and it's really like there's some plot. It's not too much plot,
no,
because some of it's just like nothing is happening. Like one guy plays sports ball for 20 minutes.
Evil kids are invited to the prep school on the Good Island to like rehabilitate them, but they have a plan to get the wand so to free everyone on the villain isle.
Godmother's wand.
But then, the bad girl falls in real love with the good boy, and like maybe I want to be good instead.
It's fine.
It's light. It's fine.
At the very end, she has like this massive change of heart that is based on like nothing.
Yeah, it's not really in the text, but that's fine.
Nothing is earned.
No, but the musical numbers are fun, and I wish there were more of them.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was getting twice the musical numbers that I got.
Yes,
and it would have been better if I had been right.
Because the musical numbers, I think, are the best directed part.
Yes,
I don't care about the love between what's his name, Ben, who's the Beast Kid and Mal. But like there's that like football scene where he's singing his heart out to her, and
it's like the 10 Things I Hate About You scene.
Yeah, and it's really fun. It's whatever. It's magic lacrosse. They try and invent a Quidditch for this, and it does not work.
Unsuccessful.
It's a bummer. But like that scene works.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know, and like I don't care about so much they're like trying to rob a museum.
Yeah.
But as soon as Kristen Chenoweth like starts singing, I'm in.
Yeah.
100%.
And like I said at the time, I would have to go back and like listen to that song to know if it's like a good song in terms of like the writing.
Yeah.
But it's Kristen Chenoweth doing a Broadway number in a Maleficent costume, so it's great.
And I love it. You get all three Kristen Chenoweth voices.
Oh, you do. That's true.
Normal, like high soprano, operatic, and whatever like, you call that third one,
growly merman. Like, yeah.
I love that you get a little of everything.
Yeah, in general, like you could see her putting her mark on this kind of subpar script she was given. Both in that song, like she makes a vocal gypsy reference that I don't think anyone asked her to make.
Oh,
there's like she says something about like mother-daughter going off on the road, and it's like a very clear Ethel Merman impression. And there's that one scene at the end where like it just seems like she's improvising. Mm-hmm. She freezes everyone and then starts like futzing with their physical
she's like
appearances.
Messing with his hat.
Like clearly she is improvising and no one asked her to, but it's really funny.
And she like I think the most entertaining characters to me are like the parents, the evil parents back at home watching their kids on TV.
Yeah.
And I get like a real Hocus Pocus vibe.
Which is also Kenny Ortega.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kristen Chenoweth is like, she runs the show, clearly. But the evil queen, which
is,
I guess her name's Evil Queen.
Her name is Evil Queen from Snow White.
And they just reference it. They're like, Evil Queen.
Evil Queen.
You know, Evil Queen. I don't know why she can't be rehabilitated. Anyway, her name's Evil Queen. So it's Maleficent, Evil Queen, Cruella de Vil, and Jafar.
A pretty stereotypically problematic rendition of Jafar. That is not. He's nothing like his character.
In fairness, there is only one thing that I caught that was a real problem.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he was like kind of just a dopey dad. But when he's like, "Oh no, my son can't go off to this good guy boarding school. He has to help me run my general store."
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. So that was interesting. And also, it seemed like he was more being the lamp vendor from Aladdin.
He was absolutely
Jafar.
being the lamp vendor.
Like, I think someone gave him the wrong information.
And the lamp vendor is like the genie.
Yeah,
like
I mean, that got kind of written out.
Semi-canonically.
Yeah.
Semi-canonically.
That's
Anyway.
more how he's dressed and stuff. And
his character's a
confusing.
problem. His character's a problem.
But yeah, those are all campy. And speaking of Hocus Pocus, it's Kathy Najimy is Evil Queen. So.
Oh, is she? She's the
Evil
lady.
Queen.
She's the other lady from Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, she's
the one that's not Sarah Jessica Parker or Bette Midler.
Yeah, Kathy Najimy.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That totally shows because she was giving me those vibes, but I could not, for the life of me, tell you that actor's name. Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Kate, let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to watch Descendants too?
I do.
Me too.
No, and I want to watch it like we did like a Saturday night, drinking a beer.
Have a drink or two.
Nowhere to be.
And just like maybe have a friend or two who's just like, I don't know, let's kind of riff on this movie, pay attention when the music happens. Yeah. It's not great.
No.
But it's fun to watch.
And I think why it's fun for, someone of our generation is that like part of the fun is once you start poking a little bit at the premise, it completely falls apart. And it's hilarious to be like, well, no, wait, if she's dead, well, why don't they?
Well, why don't?
But like, it's like, wait,
that's not what Jafar
evilness calls
does.
a spell. Do you want a spell put on you again? And the Beast and Belle look at each other like, oh no, not a spell. And we're like, wait, no. The Enchantress wasn't the villain.
No.
That's Gaston. Gaston didn't use spells. Why are you so scared?
Why are you
This doesn't
scared
make
of
any
spells?
sense. And that's really fun to me.
It's fun.
To
And
just have that.
And I'm hoping
knowledge.
for more musical numbers. There was one. Most of the musical numbers were original. There was one cover, and that was like
that was like the Pentatonics one.
Yeah,
it was like a Pentatonics Be Our Guest, and it wasn't clear why it was happening, but I enjoyed myself.
It was fine. It was confusing, some of the lyrics they used. Okay, so we saw Brian Stokes Mitchell perform on Friday. He was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kate, for surprising me with that.
Very welcome.
And Stokes, I promise this will be relevant. Stokes made a point of talking about a song that he was singing, and he's like, a lot of times when I do songs from a female perspective, I'll change the pronouns so that like I'm singing about a girl instead of a guy. In this particular song, I don't change the pronouns. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say like my guy, da-da-da-da-da. It reminded me of that when they sang Be Our Guest and they're like, I tell jokes, I do tricks with my fellow candlesticks. And I'm like, none of you are candlesticks. No. Why?
But that was fine. I'd rather them not change it. I don't know.
There's other verses they could do.
Yeah. It was, again, the whole thing is kind of unclear, but enjoyable.
Right?
No.
That was Ben.
No, yeah, it's from his movie, but, I mean, he wasn't there yet.
He wasn't there. He wasn't born.
No.
I don't know. It was just weird to me.
Yeah.
It was like, you could have just changed that or just not used it. It's like, it's fine. It's fine. Like, if you're trying to honor Candlestick's rights.
Yeah, and is Lumiere in this? Yeah, it's like, who's in this world and who is not.
It's really unclear who is there.
Sleeping Beauty's grandmother is there, or Sleeping Beauty's mother and daughter are there, but Sleeping Beauty is not.
She doesn't seem to be.
Why that choice?
Snow White is there, but she's still the same age as
younger.
She was.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like Rob Lowe era Snow White.
Yeah.
So,
like, I don't know how
unclear.
timelines work. I don't know how. Yeah, there weren't. Well, I guess. No, there. I was gonna say, like, they cast across color lines, which was great.
Which was nice. I loved. They cast a black Cruella de Vil.
Yeah,
she was great.
Yeah,
she was very fun, and her son is maybe the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
he's a blast. I forget his name.
Cameron Boyce.
Yeah. Absolute blast. I've heard that he has passed since, but somewhere between the second and third movie, super young, super sad. Really charming, really sweet.
He doesn't have a ton to do in this movie, but he's very charismatic.
But what he does have to do is great.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was thinking, I'm like, well, most of the characters they used are not necessarily, I guess, like, you have Mulan's daughter. I was just thinking, like, most of the reference characters, at least in the animated canon, are not super diverse. But, yeah, as the movies go on, I'm sure you have more to pull from. But, I like that it's just like, yep, this is Cruella de Vil, this is Sleeping Beauty's daughter.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Like, I like that a lot.
I'm excited for Descendants 2, Descendants 3, where it's like, I know Smee is in there.
Yeah, there's like a water division.
And there's some pirates. And Ursula?
Yeah.
Or Ursula's kid?
Yeah, Ursula's kid.
There's some interesting stuff coming, which some of it will be handled really well. Some of it will not be handled really well.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm in.
Yep.
I'm interested.
Costumes, musical numbers.
Yeah.
We're in.
Better than Frozen 2.
Yeah. No spoilers.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Especially, holy cow. This was a lot for us to record. I'm sure it's also a lot to listen to. So thank you.
Yeah.
Please keep spreading the word. I've seen a couple of people, sharing our posts and stuff, and we really appreciate that. That means a lot. And rate, review, send us recommendations. We always appreciate that.
Oh boy,
you can hit us up.
We might not get to them for a couple of years. We might be too exhausted.
It might be a little bit, but we'll do our best. You can hit us up at Cellmates at Twitter, Cellmates Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Cellmatespodcast at gmail.com, Cellmatespodcast.com.
Yeah. Dick, to sing us off.
Ooh.
No. Do you have any recommended pairing for this?
Oh my God, yeah.
Specific movie?
I mean, for me, it'd be Kingdom Hearts, basically.
Yeah, that's...
Like, just, if you're playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and you get to the Little Mermaid part, just turn your sound off. Because Finny Fun is horrific, and it will ruin any love you have of the Little Mermaid.
Sorry, friend.
Miles, if you're listening, I will never forgive you for making me hear that. That's all.
That's a great pairing. I don't
Thank
have
you.
anything to contribute. Because I haven't seen Ralph Breaks the Internet, and that would be the other thing. Probably that would combine.
Well, what about Enchanted? Is that similar to this? I haven't seen it.
No.
Nope, not that.
Not. No, not in most ways.
Okay.
That would be interesting to see Enchanted with you, because I didn't. I have mixed feelings on Enchanted.
I have no feelings on Enchanted.
Not yet,
because I haven't seen it.
Well, it's on Disney Plus, so
well, there we go.
One of these days.
All right.
All right. See you on day 17.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, friends. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Plus.